Well, it was late the first night the Father speak to I man to open the eyes of all the nation. We want night and day upon the Lord vision, and we want everyone to go to the promise land. You must respect your parents, live good with everyone. No care if the black, white, nor red nation. Do not matter the race nor the complexion. We're brothers and sisters, that means we are one. We need solidarity, that is the first action. Checking down this and lick up to the tight band. Big respect.
Jazz and ragtime. Welcome. Welcome everybody. Welcome as we settle in your finest metal. Yeah. The jazz experience coming deep from the south. African American straight now to Barking. And as a little boy, we all listened to our parents' records. And the Bishop is no exception. Thank you all for coming. Thanks for making it through the mist. You knew your name was on the list. You know, and yeah, so he's been a fan of jazz for the longest time, since his teens. And it's no wonder, because jazz has such a strong association with gospel. And it belongs here. What a beautiful setting. What a magical feeling. I don't want to give it any more further ado. I just want to bring to the stage the bishop of the house, the nurse of the church, Sir Trevor Mwamba. Please help me to welcome him.
Thank you. I'm not as tall as my brother David, so I thought I'll stand on the platform. First, let me just welcome each and every one of you. An ancient mystic, Urquhart, once said, if you have only one prayer to make, either in a day or in your life, let that prayer be thank you, gratitude. And so that's my prayer this moment. Thank you to each and every one of you for coming in this holy place. It's an amazing place. If you walk right through there, and then turn to your right, and then the church is in there. Next door to the church is a school, St. Margaret's Primary School. And I take often assembly for them when they come, services here, when they come, they troop right through here. And I discovered something. When the children are in there, I realize that this holy place becomes a child, as it were. It's transformed. And I imagine God smiling. Now, here we are. The context. So those of you who've been here in different contexts, today it's transformed as well. There's a magic about it. Deep magic, but beauty, wonder. In other words, you see, places assume a certain character if we're sensitive enough to feel, see, and understand. And so tonight, this ancient place, which goes back to the 7th century, this ancient place where some of the abbesses, 5 of them or so, were queens of England, this ancient place where, those of you into deep history, Murder in the Cathedral, Canterbury, when Thomas Becket was done in by Henry II, he felt so bad he appointed Mary Becket, Thomas Becket's sister, to be the abbess of this place. This place where Captain Cook got married before he went to explore the world in Australia, New Zealand. This place. which means so much. But many of us don't realize that. So we're in a magical place. And tonight, for the first time ever, jazz in the Abbey. And in this place, this moment, with your presence, which will live on because now you enrich this place. By your presence, we are going to have fun. A week ago, I was actually in Zambia. I just got back 2 days ago. And you'll be surprised, I was thinking about tonight, a week ago. And I was at a friend's place who was also in love with jazz. And he had just come back on a smooth jazz cruise in the Caribbean, around there. And as we sat there talking, he shared with me what he had gained from that cruise. And I was taken by what he said, and I said, I'm going to repeat exactly what you were telling me. And I asked him to, I had a single malt there and so forth, but that I needed my mind to be clear, so could he kindly forward to me his reflection? And he did that. I had to remind him this morning. I said, hey, it's tonight, man. But I was going to tell you, but he did manage. So this is what he said. And this is the moment I want to share with you what he said. So he starts, hi, Trevor. It was nice meeting you, and certainly an enjoyable evening talking about jazz, love, friendship, religion, and God in particular. Having just got back from a very enjoyable and unique, smooth jazz cruise, I could only reflect on how music is one of the few areas that humans are united, feel closer to the Almighty, and at peace within themselves. This cruise took me on a journey that I can only treasure for the rest of my life. I'm sharing with you what he was actually telling me, and I was so taken by what he was telling me. I said, and he reproduced it beautifully. So he goes on to say, an example being when Jonathan Butler played Bob Marley's song, No Women or No Woman No Cry, and how he picked the right moment to digress from the song and take a moment to reflect on life, on peace, and on God was truly inspirational. As part of Don't Worry, Everything Will Be All Right, he stopped for a second with only the bass in the background, turned to the crowd, asked the audience to look at their brothers and sisters next to them and say, don't worry, everything will be all right. This took the audience on an emotional journey, forgetting all the problems facing us on the uncertain world we live in, and the problems that we are all going through, and realizing that there is someone up there who is looking after us. Here I digress slightly. That's what I discovered about coming to this place. Barking, my beautiful Barking. Someone up there has always looked down on this place. It's a holy place. Back to my friend in Zambia a week ago. This was certainly a moment that everyone had a tear in their eyes. Truly inspirational. Another example was when Kirk Whalum dedicated a song to the shootings in the US. the gun control problem and mentioned that we need to do something about it, he played his saxophone with so much emotion, pain, anger, hurt, sadness, to such an extent that through his sax, the message came out loud and clear to all who were there. Again, truly inspirational. In general, music is a unifier, bringing people together. Used to pass a message, bring people close to God, help the human race realize that not all is doom and gloom. And above all, give us hope. That is, if music is used as a positive tool. Your idea of bringing your congregation of friends and all that through music is certainly on the right path, and wish you all the best. That's what he said, and I thought about that, and I said, he was very right. Jazz. I imagine God as a jazz being, because jazz is creative. It takes you to planes and places and moments and feelings and all that, that after the end of it all, you feel glad to be alive, but above all, you come out a better person. And I hope when you leave here, you will step out knowing, first, above the clouds out there, someone always watches over you with love. And then you carry that love and make this world, your life, a better place. And so this is the first time I'm just gonna do something unique, jazzy, with my friends. Never done before. I'm gonna sing. And I'm gonna sing a song because when I arrived on Tuesday, there was that super snow moon. And as I was driving home, I saw it, and I've always been fascinated by the stars. And that super snow moon touched my heart. And so this song is dedicated to that moon and to all of us, to love and to God. Let's try this. And if I forget the words, I think I should have had only one glass of champagne. Right. Fly me to the moon, let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, darling, kiss me. Fill my heart with song, let me sing forevermore. Let me see what love is not gone. Oh no. Hold on. Hey. Now, I told you, this is live. And so we will do a retake. Tim, my friend who's a film director, will say, cut. All right, cut. Let's start again. But you guys, you see how beautiful these guys are, absolutely. They cover up all the mistakes. That's right. the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, darling, kiss me. Fill my heart with song. Let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, darling, kiss me. I will love you. Let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, darling, I love you. In other words, God loves you. Oh yeah. Fill my heart with song. Yeah. Let me tell you that God loves us. Thank you. Totally unscripted, no rehearsal. And there I conclude. We are here in this holy place to raise funds for the repair of the church tower. You can't see it from here. It's an ancient church. Already we have raised about 16,000. It's a lot of money. Well, we are looking at 200,000, but we'll be making applications, but we have to do our little bit when we do make that application. So this evening, in this moment of jazz and fun and so on, thank you for being part of that. I just want to also conclude on a note of thanksgiving, a prayer. I'm standing on a stage which friends have allowed us to use, and this is my dear brothers and sisters from the Al Medina Mosque. I would not be standing here if it was not for them. Thank you. David, here we are.
Excellent, excellent, Trevor. And I'm really glad that the roof is going to be fixed in the future. Not tonight, in the future, because I suspect tonight we might raise the roof. And it might need further fixing, you know? Well, you've just heard Trevor. And it's really interesting because this band you're going to be hearing tonight, they're called Quintessential. Why? Because they're very essential. But not only that, they started out with 5. But over the years, and they've been going for a very long time. They've been going for a very long time. 14 years plus now. But over the years, they've lost a band member. You know, things change and the bands change, as you know how it goes, right? And now they're down to a quartet. But Trevor, as usual, you're filling the void. You're filling the void. In society, we say mind the gap. And you're filling the gap, Trevor. Because you came and gave them back the essential by being the quint. In the quintessential. So it's really great. And you whet our appetites tonight, Trevor. Because you talked about this cruise. This wonderful cruise, you know. And we all got excited. We all wanted to go on that groovy cruise. With the jazz and the blues. But tonight we're going on the cruise because tonight we're also on a ship. It's called Friendship. So we're gonna be connected tonight as we listen to the wonderful and beautiful sound of Quintessential. Please help me to give it up. Quintessential.
Good evening, everyone. We are Quintessential. I'm going to introduce you to everyone a little bit later, but just for now, first names. We have Dwight on keys, Courtney on drums, Pastor Tonderai on bass, and yours truly, Michael, on saxophone. We've got a selection of gospel jazz for you this evening. The music that we play has a deep spiritual meaning. It's from an instrumental place, but we want you to understand the meaning behind the songs that we play. So this first one, I'm going to read for you Psalms 145, verse 1. I will exalt you, my God, the King. I will praise your name forever and ever. This first piece is popularized by Maurette Brown Clark and it's called Just Want to Praise Him Forever and Ever. Just taking the tempo down slightly for our next piece. It's been a long year already. There's been some ups, there's been some downs. But Psalms 30 verse 5 tells us, for his anger endures but for a moment. Weeping may endure for the night, but joy comes in the morning. His next piece is entitled, Weeping May Endure. Anybody here ever made a mistake before in their lives? Got something wrong? Proverbs 24 verse 16 tells us, though the righteous man may fall 7 times and calamity strikes, he still gets up. So the song we're going to play for you now is called We Fall Down, But We Get Up.
the night has come. Who knows what song this is? Who knows? Wade in the Water? Does anyone know the song? How does it go? Let me hear it. 1, 2, 3, it goes. Wade in the water. I hear you. Wade in the water, children. Wade in the water. Now take it back down, guys. Now I told you, you've been told a couple times, we are looking for a 5th member. And I'm trying to find that person tonight. So if there's someone in here who's brave enough to step up on stage with us, come on. I know someone's going. It's a simple song. I can see it. No, sir. No, sir. Go someone. Please. Okay. What if we made it 6 people in Quintessential? Are there 2 people brave enough to go up together and sing the song? Come on. If you need the words, we have the words. I guess we're not finding our 5th member tonight. Are you? Okay, so silence. In the water, wade in the water, children, wade in the water. God's gonna trouble the water. That's it. That's all it is. One more time. With me? What's your name? Can everyone please give Joanna a big round of applause? Okay, Joanna. You want it one more time? All right. Here we go. 2, 3, wade in the water. Wade in the water, children. Wade in the water. God's gonna trouble the one more time. Wade in the water. Wade in the water, children. Let me give Joanna a round of applause, please. Thank you for being our 5th member. Oh, we have another. So now you want to be part of the group. Okay. Are you ready? Give him a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. We have been Quintessential. We're going to end our first set. I'm just going to finish it for you. And hopefully we can eat something after. Is everyone ready for food? I'm ready for food. Let's go.
Brilliant. I'm sure you're going to find your fifth member tonight. And I tell you what, it might just well be Joanna. Because I tell you, sweet, beautiful voice. Trevor, I know you'll come to vision as well. And everybody else, I know you want to, continue with. But listen, I think it's about time we're a little bit hungry now, a little bit peckish. We have a lovely spread. And now you're welcome to, in an order of your own choosing, it might be that the men decide to go up and get food and serve the women at the table beautifully, you know what I mean? The men in the house get up and go and serve the women beautifully, as service. I just said to her, darling, how can I serve? And just bring her some food, and then we can all eat together, and then we'll regather because this band is going to take us all tonight. I would like to hear some poetry. You enjoying yourself so far? Yes! Amen, hallelujah. God bless you all. All right, see you soon. Once again, one more time. I hope you all enjoying your food and your drinks. And if you want a top up of wine, it's over on that table there. But before we get into the band again, I'm going to invite again to the stage for a very special section in this proceedings tonight, the Bishop.
Very much. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Silence, silence. Silence. Is that a French way of saying silent? I need the French experts to tell me how to say. Thank you very much indeed. Merci beaucoup. Yes, indeed. At this point in time, two beautiful, lovely, unique people celebrated their birthdays. And we are gathered here. We need to share in that special occasion because they are special. We give thanks to God for who they are, their uniqueness, their gifts. And so I start with a gentleman. They say ladies first, but this gentleman is older than the lady, so I go with age. And our brother, Cameron Geddes, had a birthday, and he turned a special number, which I love the number, because I was born on the 6th of May. 6th of May. But his birthday starts with the numeral 6. But you have to add another, a unique milestone. But it doesn't look it. We're talking 60 here. Cameron, stand up. Stand up. There we are. And then another special lady. Her birthday was yesterday. And she's here with us. And she turned a certain, but I am under strict instructions, classified, CIA, KGB, Mossad, the whole lot. You cannot get the age. You never ask a lady's age, but she looks 16 to me. Karen, stand up. Now, my brother, come right here, right? I mean, we're celebrating life. We're celebrating you. Can you, if I may, kindly ask you to come and stand right here, because a special tribute. Calvert. Now, this is a special tribute to the two of you, done by a unique transcendental band. Right on. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Woo. Remain right there. Thank you very much. That was a special rendition. Happy birthday to you. May I ask all of you to please stand, and we're going to sing Happy Birthday in the traditional way that you all know. Yes. To Cameron and Colin. Then to Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Cameron and Colin. Happy birthday to you. Thank you. Amen. Thank you. Oh, brilliant. Thank you. And God bless you, and many happy returns.
Trevor, you're really convincing us that you're a singer tonight. He's taking on a new profession. So, band is tight. Everybody feeling all right. We don't need no fuss or fight. We're feeling fine as we just dine and drink a sip of wine. It's all good, you know? Food was so good. I'm trying to be a vegetarian, but the only thing holding me back from my plan is a sizzling piece of bacon. I'm gonna make it one day. I'll make it one day, you know? So, band. Ready, band? Well, it was late the first night the Father speak to I man to open the eyes of all the nation. We want night and day upon the Lord mission, and we want everyone to go to the promise land. You must respect your parents, live good with everyone. No care if them black, white, nor red in nation. Do not matter the race nor the complexion. We're brothers and sisters, that means we are one. We need solidarity, that is the first action. Checking down this a little to the sides band. Big respect. Alright, well. Versatility. Yeah. And now we sit down on the rhythm like a lizard on a limb. Sit down on the rhythm like a tire on a blim. Joke me with a pin, Jaja charge you for sin. Love with one another, that's why we come together. Peace and love in the house. Peace and love In the house, one God, one love, one peace, one heart. Feeling good, we have to feel alright. Pull it up, Mr. Bandsman. Are you feeling good? Well, Bob Marley said, one love. Alright, well the band will take it over because we don't have no time for amateurs tonight. So I'm gonna shift off the stage and you're gonna hear some real jazz and gospel mixed together that lift our souls and lift our spirits. One love, everybody.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, we need you again. Will you be our fifth member? Will you be our fifth member? Okay. One of the biggest things in jazz, as I'm sure you all know, is improvisation. Yes? So here tonight, with your help, we're going to improvise a track. Are you down for it? Are you down for it? Now, it's easy for you guys to clap, so you guys are going to be part of the percussion section again. Scream for the percussion section. You're with me. So I'm going to split the room into two halves. So we're going to go this side and this side. Are we ready? Half one. I need you guys to do this with me.